Hi, all the viewers of this seminar presentation. My name is Wenxi. My supervisor is Dr. Helen Huang, and my project is ambulance data visualization. This seminar presentation has below 5 parts: introduction, scope and relevance, literature review and background, work carried out so far, and remaining work to be done. The first part is introduction. At present, we are in the era of big data. An amount and a variety of data are huge. Among them, the data of the ambulance has no exception. The data scale is very large. If we can analyze this kind of data meaningfully and in depth, and display it in a visualization way, comparing with reading a huge dataset directly, the visualization way is more intuitive and easier for the users. In addition, for the ambulance data itself, if we can find meaningful relationships by analyzing this data and visualizing them, it may well be helpful for related departments to arrange the ambulance work appropriately, or indirectly discover the cause of the patient's injury, which will improve work efficiency to a certain extent. The ambulance data visualization project is aiming to transform the analyzed data into the various types of visualizations forms and demonstrate them on a dashboard within the web page. However, the right type of visualization is decided based on the data itself. Furthermore, based on the model I created for analyzing the data, I can also create other models to make predictions by using this data. For this project, I mainly focus on these 3 steps. The first step is analyze dataset. The second step is visualize, analyze the data. The second step is make prediction and find other meaningful relationships between the data. The second part is scope and relevance. The goals of this project are below 3. The first goal is to build a user-friendly interface with a dashboard. The second goal is compelling stories by transforming the data and deciding the right type of visualization. The third goal is demonstrate the visualization on this user-friendly interface. Besides, more meaningful relationships within the data is what I am aiming to find out. The third part is literature review and background. For the literature review, the first one I focus on is data visualization. For data visualization, I've read these following 3 papers mainly. The first one is called Information Visualization in Data Mining and Knowledge Discovery, which is written by Usama. In this book, it mainly introduces different methods for visualization, such as line graph, scatter plots, pie chart, and other methods. And in my project, I use the bar chart and the pie chart currently, and in the future, I will make full use of other methods to visualizing my data and select the appropriate methods to visualizing the appropriate data. The second one is called Data Visualization with D3.js Cookbook. D3 allows great controls over the final visual result, and it is the hottest and most powerful web-based data visualization technology on the market today. The third one is called Interactive Data Visualization for the Web, which introduces the fundamental concepts and the methods of D3, which is a JavaScript library that makes data visually in a web browser. The reason why I mainly focus on the interactive data visualization for the web because the product itself is a web-based project, and the result and the output of my project is to make this data visualization on the browser. So I mainly focus on this kind of resources. And in my project, I used one of the methods called Mapbox, which is a method within the D3 to create a map, and I want to show the different datasets on the map. And for the background research for machine learning, I conducted this following research for, such as k-means clustering, decision tree, TF-IDF, word cloud, and neural network. And the algorithms I used currently in my project are these three: k-means, TF-IDF, and word cloud. For the k-means clustering, it aims to partition n observations into k clusters, in which each observation belongs to the cluster with the nearest mean. As you can see at the right top corner, I clustered the narrative within my dataset, and after the keyword extraction, this step is used to classify different clusters. I clustered this column data into 5 clusters, which is 5 types, and I want to find what words appear most within each types. And after the k-means, I used TF-IDF. TF-IDF is short for term frequency. Inverse document frequency is a numeric static that is intended to reflect how important a word is to a document in a collection. It is often used as a weighting factor in searches of information retrieval, text mining, and user modeling. As you can see at the left top corner, I have put different weights for all the words within the narrow column. And after that, I used the word cloud. Based on the narrative in the dataset, I tried to create a word cloud to find what words appear most, among others, in order to focus more on this data. As you can see, this picture is the word cloud I created for the EARF data, especially for the year 2017. And for this one, I can understand which word appeals most, and based on these words, I can conduct them more and to find more relationships between the data. Maybe we can find the main results of why the patients will get injured. And this one I will be used in the future is called the decision tree. Decision tree method is a commonly used data mining method for establishing classification system based on multiple or for developing prediction algorithms for a target variable. This method classifies a population into branches, like segments that construct an inverted tree with a root node, internal nodes, and leaf node. I will use decision tree to find the injury result, like the final assessment, which injury will be leaded to which final assessment. This is the similar product, which is a website that shows the COVID-19 global pandemic trend. As you can see, by using full of the data visualization, we can understand like daily new cases or total confirmed cases is increasing or decreasing. But imagine that if we just look at the data directly, can we understand that? I think this is why we need to use the data visualization. The research and investigation carried out is based on data visualization technology and different data research methods, which to a certain extent meets my needs in this project. Analyze and mine the data and display the results in a graphic form. The research at this stage is mainly focused on studying more algorithms applicable to this project. The first part is work carried out so far. The first one I've been completed is website implementation, because I would like to use the Python to analyze my dataset, so I want to use a Python-based web server. So I searched online. I used Flask. This one. It is my server. And the next step I did is data preprocessing, and I used the Python language to preprocess my data. And the result is showing at the right side. And a cluster data based on year and a cluster data based on different conditions, trying to focus on one perspective. And the next step I completed is called data data processing. As you can see, these are the results currently I received from my data processing. As you can see, like different quarters, how many male and female get injured, and the total number of patients in which year. These also are the results from my data processing. More processing will be conducted in the future. And the next step I completed is dataset segmentation. I segment the original dataset into sub-datasets because the original dataset is too large. It is very hard for me to focus on one perspective, so I cluster the data based on the year. So there's a new data 2017, a new data 2018, and I cluster each of them into 4 quarters. And the next I completed is the web interface and dashboard. This is the main interface of my project. And on the left, you can click the year and gender. You can select female or male to see the specific and more detailed information for them. As you can see, if you click the gender, there's a male or female. You can to see the male information or the female information. And this is the map of my website. The final part is remaining work to be done. This is the process I have been following. The first step is research, and after research, I will process the data and select the appropriate algorithms based on my research. And after that, I will use the algorithm to visualize the data, and the data after visualization and all these steps I will be recorded into my thesis, and after that I will still continue to research. This is the future plan for my project. And this is what I will be done in the next steps. I will fully implement the map by using the map box, and I will continue to research more and more algorithms, and I will apply the suitable algorithm to my dataset, and I will find more deeper relationships between the data. And for the website perspective, I will continue to beautify the website and maybe use more JavaScript library and something such as React or different methods to make my website more attracting. Thank you for listening.